Hey, it's Krista from Five Sprouts Farm. I just wanted to come tonight and put together a quick podcast to share with you what has been going on here on the farm. I feel like I've been really quiet lately. We all go through our stuff and we kind of ebb and flow. If you're not familiar with me and my story, again, my name's Krista. Nice to meet you. And I run a little farm in central Ohio where we raise pastured meats, chicken, pork, turkey, and we do grass-finished beef. So the farm has been an evolution of health, and it's been an evolution of my own health. Mental, physical, spiritual. A little backstory. The name of our farm is Five Sprouts. So we named the farm after having our 5 kids. And the 5 kids is kind of what led me to this journey of health. So after baby number 2, I started feeling really bad. I was having all kinds of hard to describe feelings in my body. I was feeling tired all the time. I was having joint pain, just general unwellness. I couldn't lose weight. I couldn't shake that baby weight, which we all know is a drag. It led me down the road to some doctors that helped me kind of troubleshoot, basically. Did some lab work. The labs look all right. You'll be okay. Here, take this. Try this. Nothing really ever seemed to help. And it even got to the point where maybe it's just in your head. Try this for anxiety and depression. Well, I don't know if you know me, but I am not one to take something to kill my ill. I'm a solutions girl. I need to know why. Why? Why do I feel like this? There has got to be something going on. So I kept pushing and I kept pushing. And there actually was quite a bit of time when it was going through this evolution where I actually had to stop driving myself to work because my chronic fatigue was so bad. I was dozing off behind the wheel. I was falling asleep on the way home. I was falling asleep on my way to work. I actually got pulled over one day and I was drowsy. I was asleep. The officer said I was weaving in and out of cars. I was left of center. I was a hazard and I was going to kill somebody. So he had me sit in his car with him and we talked, 10, 15 minutes. He was trying to make sure I wasn't on drugs or alcohol, and I wasn't. I was on my way home from work, middle of the day. He gave me a pass, no ticket, no nothing. Told me to take care of myself. Gosh, those words haunt me. Take care of yourself. Sometimes we don't know how, right? And I'm journeying and I'm venturing. I'm trying to solve this problem within myself. And I read book after book after book. How to get healthy. And something piqued in me, one of these books that I read many, many years ago, about our food system and how broken our food system really is. And I had no idea, right? I grew up in the country. I grew up on a small homestead. My parents raised most of our food. We canned and we ate from the freezer and we ate from the pantry, and we didn't eat a lot of processed stuff back when I was a kid in the 80s. And then as a young adult, I didn't take very good care of myself. We ate lots of fast food. We ate out. We partied. We had the young adult enjoyments. So I'm learning about our American food system in my evolution here, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of scary stuff that happens in the American food production cycle that most people aren't familiar with. And through this learning, I evolved in myself this grandiose vision. I was going to start a farm. Lo and behold, I can't find the healthy quality food that I want to put in my body and put in my family's body. I'm going to do it myself. And my husband had no idea at the time that that's what I was going to do. And when I just made this declaration, we lived in the suburbs on a postage stamp lot. And it started with 3 little chickens in our suburban backyard and several raised bed gardens. And we evolved from there. After several years of urban farming, I'll call it, we bought 8.5 acres in the country, and we packed up 5 kids, one of them being a 4-month-old baby. And we did it. And lo and behold, I did it. And that was 6 years ago. That was 6 years ago that we loaded our family up in a car and started a farm. And here we are today. Anyways, so I fought and I struggled for help for all these years to try to figure out what is going on in my body, right? And I don't know about you guys, but COVID, this whole last year and a half, really put a hole in my sails, and my health has slid backwards. Not only have we dealt with lockdowns and changes in our government and all kinds of other chaos that we would never have envisioned, even though 2020, we should have seen this coming, right? I don't know. That's what I say. Anyways, so a big thing happened in my life at the beginning of 2020 before all the COVID lockdowns and stuff. I lost somebody that was really important to me and to me here on the farm. My dad passed away suddenly. And a lot of it was health-related issues, right? Like he didn't take care of himself like we would have all hoped we would take care of ourselves as we get older. Well, my dad passing away really took a hit on my health that I was already struggling with, but I was doing all right. I was managing. And I took a big backslide. For the past year and a half, I really slid backwards. And mentally, physically, spiritually, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to move forward. And last summer, end of August, I was standing at the farmer's market because, you got to make some money, got to get this stuff moving. Standing at a farmer's market, having a good day, and this couple approaches my table. And we chat for a few minutes, and they go on about their business, and I didn't really think much about the exchange. And about half an hour, 45 minutes later, they come back. And they wanted me to come to a book signing the next day. And I was like, oh, that's so awesome. I'm thinking, oh, it's just a vendor event. Yes, private event. I'm so excited. I'm a small business owner. Anytime I can get my products in front of people is a score. So I am all in. And the next morning I show up with my stuff, got my table set up. I'm the only vendor here. This is odd. So I started asking some questions, and the lady that approached me that wanted me to come bring my products was a doctor that was having a book signing there that day. I'm the only vendor. I had no idea. This was an invitation to my destiny, basically. Now, I believe strongly in coincidence. Synchronicity, serendipity, the universe pulling things together, whatever words you want to use to describe it. I believe it. It happened. It happened that day. And I sat there during her book signing, and I will tell you that lady reignited a spark in my soul that I hadn't seen in over a year and a half, maybe even a little bit longer. She talked about health and wellness and it being a whole big picture, not just one piece. And it spoke to me so deeply. For the next couple weeks, all I could think about was health and wellness, and I wanted to plug in to that sphere. But I didn't really know how to walk away from being a farmer, right? Like, I've kind of destined myself to be a farmer in my mind. So I talked to my husband a few times, and I'd done a ton of research, and I started looking into and really digging into something that I've always felt a really strong passion and drive towards, and it's nutrition and healthful eating and what's wrong with our food supply. And so I did a ton of research, and I talked to a ton of admissions people, and I looked at every possible university I could probably find locally and online that offered a nutrition program. And I never found really what I was looking for. But this one advertisement on Facebook, you remember that whole synchronicity thing? I kept getting this advertisement for this integrative nutrition school. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to check it out. And I look into it, and man, they're speaking my language. Man, they're singing my song. And I talk to them, and I talk to them, and I talk to them, and I think their admissions people thought I was crazy. But I was trying to make a really big decision. At 42, going back to school again seemed like a waste of time and a waste of money for me. Because how am I supposed to completely change what I've been doing for the past 6.5 years and evolve it into something completely unrelated? But I had a vision, and I want to share this vision with you. So I signed up for this program. And at the end of this program, by next year, this time, November 2022, I'll be a certified health coach. What the heck does that mean for a farmer? So here's my vision. Let me share. I want to show people how to heal from the inside out. I want to show you how to heal from the soles of your feet to the soles of your heart. I want to bring you here. I want to connect with you. I want you to get your hands in the dirt. I want you to milk a cow. I want you to experience what food is supposed to be experienced like. We're going to break things down. We're going to learn to cook. We're going to learn to maybe even butcher an animal. I'm not sure yet. I don't know where we'll evolve to. But I want to get in connection with you, and I want us to all heal together. I don't know what this vision will bring me. I don't know if it'll bring us online classes. I don't know if it'll bring us in-person classes. Maybe a podcast, maybe video tutorials. I'm not sure yet. But this is a journey and an evolution. And I'm inviting you to come along. Walk with me. Walk with me in health. Walk with me in healing, right? Like we all have spaces in our souls and our hearts that could use some love and some healing. I just ask that you be with me and be patient, and let's learn this together. Watch us evolve, watch yourself evolve, and let's go forward and do something good. We'll cause a ripple effect. What do you think, guys? Are you with me? Let me know. I'll talk to you soon.